get two bars, and don't forget we take the repeat and then the coda. And big roll. I'll go 1, 2, 1, 2. 1, 2, 3. Okay. That's the rehearsal. Yeah, it should be.
Giordano and the Nighthawks.
Sing hallelujah, come on, get happy. Get ready for the judgment day. Sun is shining, come on, get happy. Lord is waiting to take your hand. Shout hallelujah, come on, get happy. We're going to the promised land. We're heading across the river, wash your sins from the tide. It's all so peaceful on that other side. Forget your troubles, come on, get happy. Chase all your cares away. Sing hallelujah, come on, get happy. Get ready for the judgment day. to Birdland. We're so happy you're here for our Tuesday night show. We have a nice audience here tonight, and we also have a nice audience out there on the internet because we are live streaming. Yeah, we're doing like a broadcast kind of deal. We got the cameras rolling, and the microphones are all hot, so don't do anything suggestive here. Well, maybe go ahead. We need some better ratings. Anyway, we are the Nighthawks, music of the 1920s and 30s, and I'm your band leader for this segment. My name is Vince Giordano. Thank you. We opened up with a new little opening here for tonight. It's the old Abbott and Costello TV theme show called Hey Abbott, and everybody played a great part in it, but we had to get Paul Wells there on the timpani. Paul Wells. There you go. And then we segued into one of Harold Arlen's first big hits from back in 1930, something called Get Happy. And we want you to get happy, and you know, it doesn't hurt to partake. It gets you happy. Anyway, we had some great solos there. We had Paul Wells back there on the hot cymbals. There they are. And Sanchez on the trombone. John Kelso on the hot trumpet. Let's see, Andy Stein on the hot violin. Everything is hot, man. Woo, we're cooking. All right. Well, speaking of heat and all that stuff, today in New York, in case any of you folks are from the other parts of the world that are listening, it was warm. It was like 40 degrees. It was almost like spring. Almost like compared to the last few weeks where we've been shivering like crazy. So I decided to get this old Rube Bloom piano solo thing that we have an orchestration of called Spring Fever. Rube Bloom, the guy who gave me Give Me the Simple Life, Fools Rush In, Day Out. Rube Bloom, great composer. Here it is, nice and hot, Spring Fever. 1, 2, 1, 2. That was the fastest that I think we've ever played it, and I don't think anyone got too injured there. And we also had our 3 soprano saxophones. Show those soprano saxophones. Yeah, okay. You hardly hear 3 soprano saxophones, thank goodness, any these days all together. Back in the old days, when we first started the band, we used to have a guest come in. This was in the old Red Blazer days, and it was Kenny G. But I didn't know him. He would just sit in, and yeah, he was great. But he doesn't come around anymore. No, he's famous, and we're happy for him. That we, maybe someday he'll do a 20s album and put us. But anyway, since he's not here, we keep his legacy alive by, I gave 3, nicknames to the 3 guys here. And then we have Kenny X, Kenny Y, and Kenny Z. There they are. Yowza. Okay, so do you believe that? I'd like to sell you my solid gold Timex $35 watch. Nice, the soprano saxophones. Hey, we're going to slow things down right now and get Sam Chess, who we heard there. Oh, hey, by the way, Sam Chess, what kind of trombone did you bring tonight? It sounded different.
I thought you'd never ask. The megaphone. You're talking about the megaphone.
The megaphone? What? Would you sneak that in?
No.
What are you talking about, man? Oh, mellow, man. That was great. Sam Chess. So what happens if you don't use the megaphone? What?
Oh, yeah. Without it, it's just...
Okay, that's enough. Okay, use the megaphone. All right, we're gonna feature now without any megaphone, but I'm sure you're going to be great and play a tune called the Getting Ready Blues. This was played by a wonderful band out in Los Angeles, right in that area, actually, Culver City, at Frank Sebastian's Cotton Club. The Paul Howard Quality Serenaders. And Lawrence Brown was the trombone there. Lionel Hampton was on drums. Charlie Lawrence was the saxophonist and arranger. The Getting Ready Blues, 1932. 1, 2, 3, 4. John Kelso on that first the trumpet solo you heard right now. Earlier on, we had another trumpet solo by Joe Boga, yeah, and then a great trombone, Lawrence Brown solo. That's Sam Chess. What else we had there? Oh yeah, Devin Corton played his guitar. Nice, have a guitar solo. And that was Dan Pearson on the tenor saxophone. Yeah. Here's a song that goes back to 1917 when the original Dixieland Jazz Band came up from New Orleans and they made the first records, jazz records for Victor. And they had a handful of great tunes that have still lived on through the 20s, 30s, 40s until now, over 100 years ago. And traditional jazz bands still play them all around. And it's a funny little tune. It's called the Ostrich Walk. Ostrich Walk, okay. I guess you could sit it a bird tune or something, a big bird tune or something like that. And this was arranged by my teacher, a guy named Bill Chalice, for the Goldcat Band. And then when Frank Trumbarger took it into the studios, he kind of used a smaller version of it. Ostrich Walk, 1, 2, 1, 2. Did it. The Ostrich Walk. John Kelso there on the Vic's chorus, and that was Sam Chess doing the old Bill Rank chorus, and I heard little bits of Jimmy Dorsey there with Evan Arnson. There you go. Nice. And I think that's all. And Paul Wells doing some nice, drum breaks there. Chauncey Morehouse. Okay. Hey, let's pick things up right now. And this song originally comes from 1930. There was a film that starred Paul Whiteman and his band and the Rhythm Boys with Bing Crosby and a bunch of great guys. Joe Venuti's in there and Frankie Trumbarger. It was called The King of Jazz. Anyway, one of the hit tunes out of that film was something called Happy Feet, written by Milton Ager and Jack Yellen. And the tune caught on. A lot of tap dancers used it, and for whatever reason, a lot of swing dancers liked it later on. And up in Harlem, there was a lot of great places to dance. And there was one place they called the Home of Happy Feet. Happy Feet. And, you know, people came to dance and their feet were happy. So this is the Horace Henderson arrangement. Horace Henderson had a band, a lot of Fletcher Henderson's guys. And here's his version of Happy Feet from 1932. Here's Peter Allen to tell you all about it in the beginning. 1, 2, 1, 2. Solos there. Dan Pearson there on the tenor sax solo. There was Joe Bogle on the hot trumpet. Nice. And who else? It went by so fast. What was that? Petey Aaron at the piano in the beginning. Oh my goodness. Wow, look at that. It was transcribed by our good friend over in Czech Republic, Mr. Jan Stolber. Jan, if you're listening in, thank you. I don't know how to say thank you in Czech, but anyway. He speaks enough English. He's good. Someone know? Okay, good. I must I get it from you a little later. All right, we're going to slow things down right now and play a song that Red Nichols did back in 1927. And when he did it, it was an old tune even then. But Red would take these older tunes and kind of bring him up to date, 1920 style. And he got the wonderful pianist, a guy named Lenny Hayton, to be in his band for a little bit. Lenny Hayton, who later went on to be one of the great Hollywood arrangers and big band leaders. And this was his first recorded arrangement. And it's called Ida, Sweet as Apple Cider. And then one thing crazy about Red Nichols, wonderful cornet man, and he used to have a lot of guys in his band with what I can call strange names, yeah. We had trombone with a guy named Miff Mole, and then Mole. He had Pee Wee Russell. I don't know anybody who runs around, hey, Pee Wee, I don't think people liked it. He had another guy named Fudd Livingston. He also had Dudley Fosdick on the mellophone. Man, those are, those aren't common names. I don't run into those people anymore. On this arrangement, they had Adrian Orlini playing the bass sax, playing the melody, this crazy little thing. Now, special thing we're doing tonight, Joe Boga, who you've been listening to right now, has recently picked up a pocket mini cornet. Show the folks that, like, oh wow, that's neat. It's like Pee-wee. Yeah. Anyway, so he's going to play it because Red played a cornet. He didn't play a pocket cornet, but who knows? Maybe if he would have had your pocket cornet, he would have played it. But I don't know. Okay. Here goes nothing. We take off the cap. Sounds better than 2. 1, 2, 3, 4. Cider, sweet as apple cider. Thank you, Joe Boga, for bringing your pocket cornet. That's wow. Oh man, that's really exciting to see. And here too, beautiful. How old is that? How old is that horn? How old is that horn, Joe?
It's from 1889.
1889. Wow. Looks great. Sounds great. And we had the Myth Bowl solo was done by Sam Chess. And we finally got Evan Arnson's nice solo, the Pee Wee Russell clarinet solo. Nice. Hey, we're going to play some Ellington for you right now. This is a tune that Duke Ellington wrote for his drummer. You know, it's not really a big feature, but Duke Ellington's drummer in those early years was a guy named Sonny Greer. And we have a set kind of like Sonny Greer's, big old bass drum, vibra harp, timpani, temple blocks, gongs around it, extra tom-tom here, and this thing called tubular chimes. Kind of sounds like you're going to church or something, you know. But he would bring all this stuff to the gig and figured might as well use it. So Duke wrote this little tune for Sonny called Ring Dem Bells. And here it is. There's a Mark Lopman transcription. 1, 2, 1, 2. chimes. And those things are heavy too, like 400 pounds of brass. And he lugs that stuff in every Monday and Tuesday on the subway. It's hard. It's one of the reasons why the subways are running a little slower, you know. But it's okay. It's worth it. It's worth it. Well, let's see. We heard from John Kelso there on the trumpet. Yeah, and Evan Arnson playing that great clarinet solo, and Sam Chess on the trombone, and playing the lead alto, alternating with my so-called vocal, is Will Anderson. Now, Will, I know you did a great early New Year gig on January 4th, but I understand you have some new Birdland news for you and your brother's group. Could you tell us that?
Sure, Vince, thank you. How about a hand for Vince Giordano?
Thank you.
So back to me. I'll be appearing upstairs along with my twin brother Peter every Saturday in March at 5:30, so check that out upstairs here at Birdland. I also wanted to mention that tonight I have for sale my recently released book. It's called Songbook Summit, 15 Pioneers of American Sound, and it chronicles the life stories of America's great songwriters like George Gershwin, Cole Porter, Irving Berlin, and some of the great musicians like Duke Ellington and Lady Gaga.
What?
Check it out. Thank you.
All right. That's Will. So it's Saturdays in March. Saturdays in March. Okay. I'll remember that. Okay. I'll be there. I'll be the guy in the front saying, "What a night." Anyway, we're going to slow things down right now and play an important tune in 1920s jazz. This tune is called the West End Blues. And there's been so much written about the West End Blues because of the great Louis Armstrong's wonderful chorus and his introduction. And Louis Armstrong, a man from New Orleans, and thank goodness an older guy from New Orleans who played the trumpet, got him to leave New Orleans and join him in Chicago. And that guy was named King Oliver. Joe Oliver is his real name, Joe Oliver, and the rest is history. And Louis Armstrong was oh so grateful for Papa Joe, as he called him. Now, before we get to the tune, I always like to talk about this place called the Louis Armstrong House Museum. Has any of you folks been out there? Okay, a few. That's good. That's a good start. We have some free flyers like this on the merch table. You'd really have a wonderful experience going out to the Queens. It's really easy to get to on the number 7 train, I believe it is, and all his great artifacts. In fact, both our trumpet players were out there at different times, and they were allowed to blow on Louis Armstrong's golden trumpet, which is kind of thrilling. Right now, here is that West End Blues tune, and here's John Kelso to tell you all about it. jazz hand and Peter Yaron doing that Earl Father Hines solo. Yay! Peter Yaron, you rascal, you. That's John Kelso on that great West End blues solo. Wow. John Kelso plays every Sunday at a place way downtown on Spring Street. So that's all for you folks here and folks that are coming into town. Every Sunday, it's called the Ear Inn, E-A-R. I'm not kidding you. And his band is called the Ear Regulars. Ear Regulars. Very good choice of words. And he's got a new CD out called Live at the Ear Inn. They've been there 18, 19 years, something like that. It's fantastic. John Kelso. There you go. Then we had a great trombone solo by Sam Chess. And something to not only feast your ears, but your eyes on the great silver megaphones. The silver clarinet megaphones. There they are. Very good. Looking underwater. Yes, they weren't on the original date. We just decided to jazz it up for you folks out there in TV land, and in case there's any movie producers out there. We're in between films right now, so yeah, it's been a few years since our last film, and we decided, hey, we better jazz it up Hollywood style. Anyway, the great piano solo was originally done by a fellow named Earl Father Hines, and as I always mention, he couldn't make it tonight, so Peter Yaron played it. Yeah, nice. Very beautiful solo, so well constructed. And you might have heard some different sounds there in the percussion section, and you were right. There was these novelty cymbals that were produced in the late 20s, and Zooty Singleton, who was on that date, happened to grab one, and he's on a few of those Armstrong dates around that time, using this crazy set of cymbals called the Baccarat cymbals. Show the folks the Baccarat cymbals. All right, that's enough. That's Paul Wells. Wow. Not only did you show them, you also let them hear it too, right? So if you have any Baccarat cymbals in your sock drawer, send them this way. We'll give you highest prices. Sock Baka or something, whatever. Shut up, Vince. Okay. Now most folks like to take little souvenirs home with them, and here is a recording that we did. We did 2 new recordings, and they look like LP records, but they're really 78 RPM. What? Yeah, I knew. Yeah, 78, so they go around really fast. They're in high fidelity, and we did the West End Blues on that, so if you'd like to take this home with you, why, we'd love to sell it to you. Just because Christmas and Hanukkah is over, it's always a good time to buy some more junk. I mean, whatever. Okay, all right, put this away here. Now, one of the things with the Nighthawks is we get requests. We get lots of requests. We take the requests, but we don't play them. No, I'm just kidding. We get around to it. And this request came from last year. So, but since last year was only a couple days ago, it's not so bad. So I won't incriminate myself too much. This is a Harold Arlen tune. Harold Arlen and Ted Kohler were running around the Cotton Club. Duke Ellington, of course, was writing good music, and then he went out to California to make his motion picture out there, and Cad Calloway's band took it. And here's a tune that, it's an interesting little tune here. You got to have a little imagination on what it's about. It's called Kickin' the Gong Around. Here's some saxophone parts. And the great Cad Calloway did this back in 1932, and he also performed it in the big broadcast of 1932 with Bing Crosby and Arthur Tracy, and there you go. A perfect catch. A perfect catch. It's like Jelly Roll Morton's A Perfect Death. But anyway, so we're gonna. So guys, this is the rehearsal and the performance all rolled into one. So we start out with 3 gong hits. This is slow. This is slow. And kind of trumpet guys, make it a little dirty and raunchy if you can. You know? If you can. Okay. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4. 2, 3, 4. It was down in Chinatown. All that cokies laid around. Some were high and some were mighty low. Counting millions on the floor when a knock came on the door, and there stood old Smokey Joe. He was sweating cold and pale. He was looking for his frail, broken all his junk ran out. As he looked around, nobody made a sound, and you hear old Smokey shout. Now where is Minnie?
Where is Minnie?
I want Minnie.
You want Minnie?
Has she been here kicking the gong around? If you don't know Minnie,
You don't know Minnie.
she's tall and skinny.
Tall and skinny.
She gets her pleasure kicking the gong around. Now we're gonna double it up now. Just tell her Smokey Joe was here and had to go. Now as he departed, the curtains parted, and there stood Minnie kicking the gong around. Come on, kick it around, guys, kick it around. Yeah, man. Just tell her Smokey Joe was here and had to go. And as he departed, the curtains parted. There stood Minnie kicking the gong around. All right, yay! Okay, that's a special request. And, we'll be playing that one in 2032 next. Okay. Okay, interesting. Thank you for requesting that, and whatever. And thank you guys for reading that. How about these guys reading that down like that? Beautiful. There'll be something extra in your paycheck. Another Nighthawks CD. Yeah, we have CDs too. Well, I think it's time to put away the scores right now and have John Kelso lead us into Temptation. No, lead us into some great old traditional jazz song.
How about Riverboat Shovel?
Riverboat Shovel, yeah. This is a Hoagie Carmichael song, one of the early ones. And I'm told that the original title of this was called Freewheeling. Most of you people know this stuff, but I have to be educating out there. I get the big bucks for that. Okay, that's right. Here it is, Riverboat Shovel, G minor to E flat. 1, 2, ha, ho. Stein. The Riverboat Shovel. All right, that was Evan Arnson playing that great clarinet solo. John Kelso on the trumpet. And we had Sam Chess on trombone. Right? And hey, it was great to get a full banjo solo by Devin Cortan. Nice. All right, the next person that was up was Peter Yaron, but Peter Yaron did not play his piano. And yeah, in case you noticed, he made a little switch there and plays this little instrument called the celeste or the celester, used in classical music. Play that little classical theme you always do. Oh yeah. He really plays. He really plays that a lot in the Christmas time. Yeah, there you go. Peter Yaron, thank you for. Yeah. He's the best jazz celeste player at Birdland. Of course, he's the only jazz celeste player at Birdland. Next, we had another guy depart from his normal violin or baritone sax, and that was Andy Stein, who picked up his phono fiddle or shrill violin. There it is. Oh, nice. The violin with the horn on it. There you go. Now you probably wondered, well, where can I read more about this? Well, here you go. We have this newspaper. It's free. It's free on our newsstand over here. Not if you subscribe to it, which I hope you do. It's called the Syncopated Times. And you folks out there in, the Netherlands, wherever, that's not the right word, but anyway, Netherlands is over in Dutch. You can claim me in Dutch. You should pick this magazine up because it tells about who's playing traditional jazz today and some historical things and some great articles like this whole article on Andy Stein and his violin career and his phono fiddle and you name it. There it is. And this is a special collector's item. Yeah, it's free over there. Andy Stein, there you go. And if you pick up the magazine, you're also going to get one of our little ads like this where we talk about us being here Mondays and Tuesdays. We're here Monday, 2 shows, and Tuesdays, 2 shows. And the Tuesday 5:30 show, we do this thing called a live stream. It's like a broadcast. And I hope you people out there are tuning in. If you folks here in the audience tonight want to email someone and say, hey, tune in, it's called Radio Free Birdland. Radio Free Birdland. And there it is, and you can catch that out. All right, let me put that away. Okay, now Peter didn't get a piano solo. He got a celeste solo, but we're gonna fix all that because Peter's been digging into the great pianists of the 1920s, 30s, and 40s, and he comes up with a surprise piano solo every week. Who are you gonna play tonight?
You mentioned spring, so I think I'll do Echoes of Spring.
Okay.
by Willie the Lion.
Echoes of Spring by Willie the Lion Smith. Winds of Spring by Willie the Lion Schmidt. Man, if we keep on playing spring songs, maybe it'll come faster. I mean, the days are getting longer, they tell me. Anyway, here's our next tune, and it's an upbeat tune. It didn't start as an upbeat tune. When it was written in 1920, it was premiered by a guy named Paul Whiteman and his orchestra. And three guys in the band, Gus Mueller, the clarinet man, and Buster Johnson on trombone, and Henry Bussey put this together, and it was called the Wang Wang Blues. And it was a big hit for Paul Whiteman and a big hit for Henry Bussey later on, who had his own band. But in 1929, a band called Mal Hallett from up around the northeast Boston area came down to New York to make some records, and they got a new souped-up arrangement of the Wang Wang Blues. And Mel Hallett had some great guys in his band. Toots Mondello played the saxophone, which we're going to hear his solo. And at points, Gene Krupa was in that band for a while. Anyway, they recorded on Edison, but it never came out. Edison was going out of business in 1929. So a test pressing was found, and it was transcribed. And here is the Wang Wang Blues from 1929. 1, 2, 1, 2. Sometimes on some concerts we do the original version from 1920, and then we do this one here. And it's the same tune, but it's a lot of different notes like that. All right. We're going to play some Jelly Roll Morton for you right now. Jelly Roll Morton was another New Orleans jazz band. Played the piano. I understand he played a little trombone too and guitar if needed in parades and things like that. And he sang, and he had a great band called the Red Hot Peppers, and they were Victor Talking Machine Company's one of the big hot bands in the 1920s. They recorded in Chicago, and then they came here to New York. And here's a good one that Jim DePockney, our good friend, late Jim DePockney, transcribed many years ago. It's called Little Lawrence, and one of Jelly Roll Morton's last Victor recording dates. 1, 2, 1, 2. Hey, Devin Cortez. Yeah. All right. Jelly Roll Morton's Little Lawrence. Little Lawrence. Man, there was nothing little about that. That was great. Jelly Roll Morton with some great tunes. Let's see, we had our dueling trumpets there. Joe Boga on the first solo, and then John Kelso. I like a friendly duel. Like no blood was spared there. There you go. And what was that? That was Dan Pearson there playing the clarinet, giving it his all. And then a spectacular banjo solo by Devin Cortan. And it was good old Jelly Roll Yaron over there, Peter Yaron. Jelly Roll, nice. I think I got everybody. Okay, it's kind of hard to remember all these solos, but it's good to remember. Well, we're just about out of time, I'm sorry to say. Oh man, I know, it happens. And I hope you can come back and see us again. I hope you can come back to Birdland again. And we want to thank you for supporting live music. It's really important. Live music, this club here, Birdland, well, last year, you know, the year we just finished, it was Birdland's 76th anniversary. So we're getting into the 77th year of live music. And it's all happens because of folks like you coming and seeking out all the different great music that's here in New York City on West 44th Street, by the way. And folks here in town, we have these little brochures. Look at them and check them out, take them home if you like, and see some of the unbelievable people that play here. There's like double bookings, so you got like early shows and late shows, and it's 7 days a week. It just goes on and on. It's an amazing, it's like a candy store of jazz, because there's all kinds of different elements of jazz, some of the earlier stuff like what we play. So there you go. And if you like what you heard tonight, please say something nice on Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, Yelp, any of those things. It all helps. You know, jazz doesn't get too much coverage on the big major labels anymore. They have other stuff to talk about, and they do. But I like the resolutions sometimes. I try to make a few resolutions, and one I like to suggest to people that maybe this year you could introduce live music to some young people and bring them to a show, bring them to a jam session, a concert or something like that, so kids know that you know, music's not just pushing a button on your computer, it's real live people and all that stuff. So that's it. And then before we go, we always like to say, yeah, you know, the great thing about tonight is this audience. This audience really moved me a lot. Of all the audiences that we played, you are the most recent. That's right. You know about that. All right, so we're going to take this break. We're going to take a break with this wonderful tune called Jazznocracy. Jazznocracy. It's written by the great Will Hudson, who studied with Don Redman in Detroit. Jazznocracy is here, and it was played by the great Jimmy Lunsford Band. well, either be when they started a show or finishing, so I guess we finished the show. Jazz knock was a shut up, Vince. 1, 2, 1, 2. Lord have Sanchez. I like it. Do it, Dan. Dan Pearson.
Nighthawks. Directed by the maestro. There he is, Vince Giordano. Time for a drink, Vince. There you go. Well deserved. Vince Giordano's Nighthawks. A nice inspiration. The Nighthawks are here every Monday and Tuesday. And if you like the music, be sure to visit with Carol at the CD cart. We have a great assortment of CDs, LPs, and a wonderful book by Will Anderson. On behalf of all of us here at Birdland, I want to thank you for joining us. We look forward to your next visit.